South Carolina has taken 2 of the previous 3 meetings between these schools this year. And here we go in Tampa. The Final Four is underway. Of course, about 21 a game. That's 16th in the nation. Here's Booker. High catch, elevates, and drops it in. Knocked away by Pow. A timely steal. Tahina Pow will lay it in.
Terrific defense by Tahina Pow on Shea Holly. She read that pass, was in denied, jumped the route, and got the easy 2.
Pow, second team All-SEC, ticketed for the WNBA. Following her conclusion here at South Carolina, national champion a year ago, as Tanda gets free and lays it in. Harmon has it knocked away. We've seen this kind of pressure defense from Raven Johnson. Saw it against Caitlin Clark in the national championship game last year. Booker again for Madison. Booker feeling it early on.
See Madison Booker coming off the screen. Hall does a good job chasing, but a step late is a step too much for Madison Booker.
Booker, who, as Rebecca alluded to before, shot just 26% against South Carolina this year. Hall keeps it alive.
And this is a South Carolina team. All of these starters were here a year ago.
Harmon drops it in. A 10-2 start for Texas. Lob inside, Edwards. Finds Fagan. What a nice find from Joyce Edwards. A terrific passing big. Miriam Dowda, who's played just 4 minutes a game in this tournament, getting early action here. Harmon kicks it out. Holly over to Booker. Her jumper is good. Even though we know she's not rooting for Texas tonight, I'm sure she's rooting for their footwear. Here's Harmon elevating and gets denied by Raven Johnson. And they'll say it last hit Texas.
And a deceptive shot blocker. You see her here. Wow, just beautiful. Stays clean below, stays clean up top.
And that's the right call. It clearly last hit Harmon. And the Gamecock faithful behind their bench rising to their feet.
Rory Harmon, very important offensively here. Lee as well.
Harmon drops it in. Big bucket there for Rory Harmon.
She's going to have to take the load of playmaking while Booker is out of the game.
Here's Wiley, always electrifying. Malaysia dips in for 2.
Wiley is so quick and shifty here. Behind the back, through the leg, crossover, gets by the defender. She's so good at finishing around the rim, creates the contact so she can then go in, dipsy-do it through. Penetration or post-entry passes.
I don't know that anything excites you as much as a dirty lane. Wiley is hot early.
The faster the game, Wiley.
(10-3) South Carolina run. What a move from Tanda, carving up the D. Shea Holly doing a nice job denying Tessa Johnson. Edwards feeds Dowda, back to Edwards, on the interior, lays it in. Here's Edwards, veering to the cup, Joyce Edwards. Oldacre, surrounded by 3, lost it. Johnson has it. Johnson gives it up, Pow. Yes! Tanda flags it down. When Tanda kicks it back out, Lee got that one.
And that's been one of the big issues for Texas.
Wait for Booker. Oh, not much longer. Booker going to the scorer's table. Here's Lee dipping inside, able to bank it in. That's a big bucket from the freshman Jordan Lee.
Beautiful footwork.
Wiley dashing through the lane, able to float it in.
When she has space, watch out.
Off to Harmon. Lee, mid-range jumper. She got it. We saw this in the Sweet 3. 8 to shoot here. Preston turns the corner and lays it in. Texas back in front. And then a foul. First half. Hi, ladies. Backdoor kicks. Lays it in as Booker had to be careful there playing with two.
Yeah, great back cut by Chloe Kidd.
Jordan Lee fakes the three, puts it on the floor, and hits the jumper. How about Jordan Lee in this second quarter? Booker's three off. Edwards bounces it ahead. Hall alone at the rim. What a dish from Joyce Edwards. There. So Booker back to the bench with Texas leading by 2 as Hall banks it in and ties it at 33. 4-on-4 the other way. Johnson can't finish. Raven flags it down. Pow, pow. You bet. Backs away into Fagan. Fagan patiently curls it in. Beautiful move from Sanaya Fagan.
To protect Madison Booker.
Hits. Almost went up and down. Here's Bree Hall. She got it on a three. Celebrating to the point of stumbling.
Texas now back to man-to-man.
Here's Kitts, fakes the jumper, now will take and hit. It's an 8-point edge for the Gamecocks. In the SEC championship game, we had 5 bad minutes. Ended up getting outscored 21-6 in the second quarter. You can't have 5 bad minutes against South Carolina.
Number of passes, they would then switch back to the zone.
Hall jumper is good. Stays on her feet this time. Carolina lead. Kitts darts one in. Fagan, no. Rebound. Kitts able to spin it in through some contact. Harmon in the mid-range. She got it.
Credit Kyla Oldacre.
They got off to a slow start. Texas jumped out to a 12-4 lead, and Edwards helped change the game. And now Booker has it stolen. How about Pow Pow? How many times have we seen her sneak in and come up with a steal? Booker kicks. Harmon's long two, way off. And here comes Edwards again, trying to go coast to coast. Joyce Edwards all the way in the 4 matchups against South Carolina. Tessa Johnson flashes free and dumps it in as Booker was careful with her 3 fouls. Tessa Johnson, one more for Tessa Johnson.
I want to point out that Joyce Edwards on the defensive end of the floor.
Fagan waits, can't finish. Harmon gets up for that rebound. Here's Harmon kicking to the corner. Lee connects. Big sequence there for Texas. The third 3 for Jordan Lee. She has 16. Pow, pow. You bet. It was interesting how much the Texas players said they actually liked the 6 a.m. workouts. As Hall gets free and lays it in. Great delivery from Raven Johnson. Shea Holly dumps it in. Oldacre looking to use her size, able to twist into a bucket. Here's Edwards.
How about calling for a clear out?
Wants to take it, dishes to the corner. Johnson's jumper is good. Everybody from South Carolina contributing tonight. Even Asia Wilson in the stands. 14 points, South Carolina lead, under 5 minutes to go. UConn, UCLA up next on ESPN. Johnson connects. The entire roster is on fire. In the corner, down to why not? Pouring on a little sauce. That 3 is good. South Carolina will play for a national championship on Sunday afternoon.
We've talked all season long about South Carolina's balance and depth, and it came through again for them here tonight. 3 players in double figures. Joyce Edwards, the freshman, the player who hasn't been in this moment before, shining as brightly as anyone else on the floor.